Put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry and I need love.
Chad. No. Kicks, we are officially live. Live at 8:35. Chad, I do apologize. I actually didn't even schedule the stream. I'm like looking to start the stream. There's not even a stream scheduled. I do apologize. Keegan just shocked me this morning. With what's going on, the world is a crazy place, Chad. The world is a very, very crazy place, and that is why we need strong leaders, strong men, strong families, strong communities, because I don't know. So therefore, please stand on your morals. Please be an example. And don't conform. Bible says, do not conform to this world, but ye be transformed by the renewing of your minds. So I think a lot of renewing is needed for the world. Keeks, how are you feeling Friday?
Nah, feeling good, bro. Ready to lead the righteous into NFP.
There we go.
But we locked in here today. I look like I'm 30 years older in this shot today for some reason. But,
I don't know what they did here today. Do you think it's that middle light? Wait.
Bro, I look like I'm
Will you
WhatsApp?
I think it's those lights. You check, just WhatsApp mode there.
Cause I look like I aged in a day, bro.
WhatsApp mode there. I see they wanna clap you guys with. Let me just do this, Chad. No, you still look old, bro. I don't know. Do you think something... Did they put a filter? I also look a lot grainier. Let me just check here. Maybe like you change something. There's no filters on us. No.
I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just NFP again, bro. NFP
I think
is
it's
just
that
aging us.
NFP. All right, Chad. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well? Everyone ready for NFP? It has been a choppy week so far, but we're gonna get going here. Like I said, world is crazy. The stuff I saw yesterday. We're actually gonna talk about all of that. Keegan telling me about Mr. Beast this morning. But yeah, all of that in the Friday show today, 12 o'clock. Do not miss it. Myself, Keegan, Mr. Tenpip himself, and then Ed. So Miles.
The whole gang gonna be here.
Yeah. All right, chat. So let's get started. We're gonna pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. And if you believe it, you can say amen, amen,
Amen.
amen. Beautiful. There we go, Chad. Let's get started here. Economic calendar. If you do not know what is up today, you are obviously new here, and that's perfectly fine. You don't need to know what's happening today. We're going to tell you what's happening, and we're going to get straight into it. It is a beautiful day to be a trader. We don't go full margin on NFP days. We don't go full margin on CPI days. Right, Keegs?
Never, bro.
I think that video idea is gonna slap that I showed you yesterday with the eye. I already
Bro,
have.
The fact you would even think we would do full margin on an NFP or CPI day disgusts me, bro. How can we be friends?
Listen, yeah. But then, you know what? When you do that, I'm actually gonna then go away and then like on the on the bro, I've got to look. Let's see anyone else's FX Street chalked. Mine is chalked. Let me just check your chat. Sorry, man. FX. Okay, sorry, man. There is FX Street back. Let's go, guys. Sorry, man. FX Street must probably crashing the site here. Chad, everything is heading towards this. Whatever happens here is really a non-event. Everything is happening from 2:30. 2 o'clock we're starting the session with our team, and then average hourly earnings year on year, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. Okay, so the non-farm payrolls consensus is 175. Okay. We already have the terminal numbers, so we'll talk about it in the session. But that's basically what we've got on deck. The rest is not really important for the rest of the day. It is purely what's happening on the charts. All right, guys, into the technicals daily. Like I mentioned yesterday, the confabulation pattern. It's a pretty new pattern. Not a lot of guys know about it, but we are still there. It is still doing what it's intended to do, and it's good to see it. So, still very neutral on the week. Chad, we were trading high, we trapped the buyers. We were trading low, we trapped the sellers. We're back at the weekly pivot, nicely in the middle. So, it is very, very choppy. Okay. Daily as well, I want to break it down for you guys quite nicely here today. So, just give me a minute or two of your time. You might learn something here. 200, okay, 200 rejected. We had 2 consecutive bearish candle closures. We have a confirmed resistance up there. Then, secondly, look at the last low that created a new high. That is here. Can we all agree? All right, we can all agree that from that low, that higher high was taken out. Straight after pushing up, straight after trading into a previous breakout zone, we broke lower, okay? Yesterday, taking out the low, closing bullish, and now we are in this weird situation where from a line chart on the daily, you would say, a SMC guy would say, oh damn, this is a change of character or whatever they call it. And even on a candle chart, you would say, Chris, but that is a support that got broken. But here's the thing now. The daily candle closed back in range. And if you've been trading with me, you would understand how ranges work. Is the fact that we are back in this range. We can trade all the way back up here. Okay. So for me, the day is very neutral. There's conflicting signals. It was always going to be like this after FOMC having NFP. Neutral for me. Let's check the 4 hour. We're at the weekly pivot. There's your weekly pivot. Most likely DXY is going to trade at the weekly pivot before NFP. 5-minute time frame. What do we have? Okay. Asia lows clapped. Asia lows clapped. Weekly pivot there. I'm expecting dollar to trade there during NFP. Otherwise, if we trade there now during the London session, we reject there, we could come back to the daily pivot, but I'm just going to wait and see. Okay. As much as we want to do things, we also have to just keep in mind what's happening. Chad, things took a very, very wild turn here yesterday. US 30. Weekly candle, taking the high, spending most of the week above the previous weekly high, now on its way back down. Very, very interesting. Daily candle is a technical break lower. Chad, look at this. From here, we were supposed to trade higher to go and fill out this range, but yesterday coming all the way back in. So what you will see now for the rest of the session and for the day is that this is going to become your range. This entire section here, this will most probably be the majority of your range going into the rest of the session. This black line was the liquidity, previous weekly low, 4 hour time frame. There we go. So we pushed up, we were going higher, massive reversal. We are now at the previous daily low. We had Asia lows, weekly S1. So very, very interesting. But the daily is technically bearish for me. Just looking at price action, Chad, not looking at what I feel or think. Technically, it is bearish. 80 is very, very bearish. Previous daily low, Asia lows, weekly S1. This entire block, that's all you need to focus on for the rest of the session. This block, how big is this block? It's 50. Okay, it's quite a big block, but this is the block you need to focus on. Nasdaq, I'm almost done. Nasdaq on the daily. Okay, chat, there you go. Nasdaq, that previous support area. Who says support and resistance doesn't work? Look at that, beautiful. Retested it, broke back down yesterday, closing back below the yearly pivot, back below here. Very simple. For the rest of the session, that Afrikaans is coming out now. Session, previous daily low. That is all you need to focus on. I don't even have to look at the 4 hour, anything else. All you need to do is you need to monitor this zone right here. That is going to be your key zone for Nasdaq. Previous weekly low, previous daily low. Just this little block, chat. You just set alerts there. And if we reject there, we're going lower. If we hold above it, we're going higher. Simple as that. You don't even have to overcomplicate it. Gold, then I am done for the day. Chad, okay, it is a thing of beauty when you see something play out the way you potentially expected it. Yesterday morning, and please go and watch that analysis, I said, just purely from the themes or the teachings of Larry Williams, we said that after these 2 massive daily pushes, it would just make a lot of sense if we've got a very flat-bodied candle going into NFP. And then from here, we drive. So I am bullish on the day. I told you guys, I was even thinking yesterday, but we didn't get there. But today, definitely 2470. And the interesting thing is, what did we say on the monthly? The bottom wick has been created. All I'm focusing on today is this. Let me just do this. Okay. Again, boys, you know what to do there. If you don't know what to do, your orders can sit there already. Your orders can lay there. Prodigy, you will know exactly what's cracking. Okay. But yeah, bullish. Let me just do this quickly and then I'm done. Keeks, I'm gonna have to quickly just do that removal now after I'm done. Yeah.
It's all good, brother.
Chad, yeah, okay, so I'm obviously bullish. There's the previous daily high. I'm gonna say monitor this zone here. Monitor previous daily high, daily R1. You know, if we hold above a previous daily high, a daily R1, we can continue higher. So what we're going to do is 2465. That's what we're going to monitor. But Chad, that is me. Over to Keeks.
All right, Chad. Okay. Let's see what's happening here, Chad. So again, let's look at DXY. So what am I looking at here? Again, we spoke about this with you guys very, very simply. We are in this range over here, as you guys can see. Yesterday, we spoke to you about it, that we obviously were down. We wanted to trade back up to the level and kind of park the bus right about that daily pivot EQ. The EQ daily pivot was around here yesterday as well. As you know, obviously the weekly S1 was there. So on the 4 hour, obviously you can see, yeah, this is where we did trade up, trade there, and then we had the nice pullback, and then a very aggressive pullback again. So we wanted it basically around here yesterday, closed off basically at that zone again. So 2 things as always, guys. That's the thing now. We are back here. We are still holding this level, rejecting. So naturally you can see there's a big thing of price here. But we can see is when we got out of this range, it always was very aggressive breakaways. An aggressive breakaway. So 2 things are going to happen. When we are ready to get out of this little range we're in over here, markets are going to run. So very, very simply, what we're going to be looking for is obviously some types of closures out of the range. So anything we can see to the downside or to the top side. So on the 15, obviously, we are trading down already on the day. Sorry, Chad. we are trading down on the day already. So obviously you have your Asia low set over there around about that rejection. You had the fake out to the top side, setting your Asia highs. Again, can see we didn't take out the previous daily high, so we want to just take note of that. Trading back down, holding that level as rejection this time around. Then trading down, taking out those Asia lows. You're at the weekly pivot, and then the big move back down to your daily pivot. So you do have your EQ untested, but again, not necessarily always has to be. We always say at least one of the two. So you got the daily pivot and the EQ. So daily pivot being held right now. So two things that for me are going to happen. You're either going to trade back up to this weekly pivot where we can hold as resistance. We can also see that 200 over here as well. So the weekly pivot looking most likely the favorable one over here, where we can see a bit of rejection to either come back down, where then most likely we can come for that EQ. But if we then do get back into it, and again, because it's NFP day, I wouldn't be surprised if we start maybe faking out around these Asia lows. They kind of break, holding the resistance again, yeah, then back, yeah, and just kind of going to be parked around the weekly pivot till NFP. So I don't really think we're going to get any major moves out of DXY. Then with NASDAQ, sorry guys, we are still trading quite bearish. So when we're looking on the daily, we're obviously under that 18,900 level, and now again not really at the little bit of a wick there, a pipette of a wick, but again we spoke about this. You do have this level over here to the downside, which we can take note of, and obviously you got the full level of 1800 flat all the way to the bottom. When we look at, you got the monthly S1 also lined up here nice underneath us. So there's two options we really can be looking at here for today. On the 4 hour, technically we have taken out those lows, so looking very good. If this 4 hour closes anything like this, I probably will most likely look for the next candle to close something like that. Purely of technicals, just because of the idea you have broke those lows and then held underneath, you can have that continuation. But at the same time, there is that S1 there, the monthly S1, so we can trade into that kind of wicked, find our support, the weekly S1, sorry. Find support there. You got Asia lows, weekly S1, daily S1, and then get a very aggressive move all the way back to the top. Because when we look at the lower time frames, you can see all the way over there, you do have, as I say, weekly S1, daily S1. You've got Asia lows, Asia highs untested. You got the previous daily low right there, obviously. So you could do something like that back up to the 8900 level, and then your daily pivot and EQ all the way back up at that level of resistance. But again, that's the thing about today, guys. It's NFP, so you need to be looking at both types of scenarios. This thing can really go all the way to the top side, all the way to the downside. And again, I don't want to sound like the guy saying, you can buy or sell, but obviously we are neutral. And the reason, guys, is you have to understand, for those that weren't in the FOMC, guys, basically in a nutshell, all I'm going to just say is this NFP is going to be very, very big. Reason being is purely because Powell said we are looking at balance now, a symmetrical balance between the two data-driven events. So your NFP is weighing just as much as your CPI is. So we are going to expect some very, very big moves today. And because of that, this thing really can go either way. And that's what we just need to pay attention for. Then US 30. Obviously, again, big sell-offs yesterday. US 30, though, unlike NFP, I wouldn't even count that one as a wick. I would not even count that. But where we are seeing there that it is trading down, again, we have that psychological level. So as much as NASDAQ looks a bit further, we always talk about this. On technicals, US 30 is just looking a lot better. Still a very similar outlook, but a lot better off technicals. So we haven't taken out a low, for example, but when it comes to levels of support and resistance, levels of key areas we want to be traded to, it's a lot more comfortable. So you're not taking, like NASDAQ isn't in a no man's land, just confirming and a further move to the downside. With this, it's a break. We haven't taken out a low yet, but we've shown a lot of momentum. We've broken a key area of resistance, holding with the close underneath. Obviously, the next candle, we just want to see the drive then, which obviously you're going to weekly S1, and we know that psychological level over here, 40,000 is right there, so it becomes a nice magnet and target for price. So when we look at the 15, again, becomes very, very similar to NASDAQ, where we know there's going to be big moves, because if we go down, once we can break, if we break the 40,000, 100% this thing's going to the ground. But at the same time, we could even get that move that basically sets it out, comes in back to the Asia lows, breaking that previous daily low, you're now back at this level of support and almost parking the bus a year before NFP. Now you leave in, as I say, you have the move to the downside, you've got Asia highs that are untested, and obviously your daily pivot and all that is untested to the top side. So it becomes a very, very difficult one here at the end of the day to really see what are we looking at the end of the day. As I said, this really is going to become a very neutral outlook purely because of NFP today. Then when we go to gold, very, very simple as well. Gold for me is all-time highs. So comparing when we're looking at the indices, we have to understand this is now where gold gets tricky for guys that just want to tell me they only trade technicals, they do this, they do that, because you 100% would have got clapped this week. Reason being is gold has been driven a lot this week by geopolitical tension. So that is the only reason we can see really gold going a lot higher, where your indices have actually been driving down this week. So when we look at gold, we can see obviously this nice move to the top side. You having your breaks, having the retests, big closures above some main levels. So again, everything looks good, but we have to take note on the 4 hour, not really again a bottom wick over there. And you are approaching major levels there. So we have this level to the side again over there, and we have this weekly R2. So we just want to see what is going to happen here for us. We can bring these across just to keep that, we can see that nice and clear for us. But again, weekly R2 over there. And the thing is very simple for me, guys. Either we can now purely just reject off of this. Now we've got structure to the underneath, but because no just one momentum, we need to allow some type of pullback. So we could have something like this, where that becomes the difference to this. We held and then at a pullback, creating this level of resistance. But now we at that level, we're going to come back rather to use this as a support to bring momentum to break that level of resistance. But also at the same time, if we break straight away over this now, you now have the R2, which can push us back down, and again use that again to purely either go for all-time highs or flip around and go all the way back down. But then again, this becomes a nice swing high. So there's a lot of ways you can look at this right now. It is a very, very tricky one. Price setting us up completely differently on what we see on DXY to see how we want to approach the markets, knowing there's a news event coming out today and it's weighing a lot on the markets. When we look here again, we always talk about this. Asia lows, untested. Asia highs, obviously the one test and then the breaking continuation. The EQ, I'd say almost smack bang in the middle. Daily pivot EQ on top of each other. So we know there's going to be a lot of volume off of that and off today, which again is a guarantee. We already know and expect that one. Previous weekly high all the way down here. So again, we are by Friday, we are now definitely continuing bullish at the end of our week. But again, is this a fake out? Is it going to just turn around? We're going to have to see. Do we have a continuation? And we are really going to go smash all-time highs again. We're going to have to be very careful here. Purely with gold though for now. If we start moving, yeah, very simple. If we break this level, I would like to see a bit more aggressive buys coming in there. Otherwise, if we start rejecting this like a little wick and then still close underneath, very much some sells. Purely for the reason I say that is to come back to these Asia highs for the retest and even this level of resistance to have a retest over there. And again, we could even possibly go down to the daily pivot EQ and park the bus literally in the middle of the range until NFP. So going to be quite an interesting one from our side, guys. Purely because it's been a while, but we're going to see a big NFP print here today, guys. Also, Chad, I'm going to leave a little bit early today. I think I'm going to be off probably about 10 o'clock. I just need to go take my car and to get some stuff done quickly so that I can be back in time for the Friday show. So I'll be off a little. Obviously, Chris will still be here with you guys, but just a heads up from my side. Just trying to see quickly, Chad. How is this thing working here? So, Chad, I'm just trying to sort this out here on the side. Keys, can we get more volume on your mic? Where Chris can put it up a little bit for you now, brother. And no, I'm not. I'm not swapping it, bro. I wish, but not today.
Open up these
Ye-
markets. Chad, markets are open and in motion. Ding, 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 ding. Round 9. Fight. Sheesh. That Friday on, just it's different. Geeks, give me a 1 2 1 2. Let's see your mic.
1 2 1 2
1 2 1 2.
1 2 1 2. Is news trading allowed on Vault Funder? Yes, it is. How big is the DAB account today? Fobs, don't worry about that, bro. As we said, it's not CPR. We are not going as big as what we were for CPR, but
We are going.
We are trading it. Don't worry though. We're not, as I say, we're not going massive, but we will be in it.
Chad, sorry I'm here. I'm back. Is everyone ready? Okay,
Keeks.
Fundam. Sorry, Keeks.
So,
Get
Keeks,
it.
any news on the new Project G member? Would love to have him on for NFP.
Just check.
what?
Is that the guy that wasn't added?
So okay, hold on, Stove. We have added everyone. There's 2 people. So for example, there's a guy that's been on since Monday saying he isn't on. He is on. He just needs to go onto the Discord and look. Then there's another guy that is also being added, but hasn't sent proof of payment until today. Like, it's been 4 days, and that money hasn't reflected in our account. So until he can show some proof of payment, he's not being added. He's had about 5 emails sent to him. He isn't answering.
Did he do bank transfer?
If it is this other one. So there's only
Okay.
2 people that haven't been added. And then support has been on it this morning from all the guys that joined last night. So
Okay.
they all should be added. I actually think she said now what's her name? Everyone's been added except for those 2 people. So he should be on. Tell him, as I say, just to go to the Discord. Just go look if you can see Project G. But they should be in. And guys, I'm just saying this ahead of time. I'm already told support, if they are done at 1 o'clock with admin, they're done at 1 o'clock. So if you try and join at 2 o'clock for NFP, you're going to miss it. You will not be added in time for
Keeks,
NFP.
and those videos going on today?
They are going on today. I think we're going to upload them either today, or I just want to run a few things past Akko. So we might upload tonight. But today, like Friday,
Today.
they will be on the
Okay,
group.
Chad, there you go. I almost missed the fundamental chat. Sorry, guys, you had to throw it in there into the mix. But guys, we are going to go through the fundamental chat quickly. Dylan Savage up first. Asian stock slump on growth concerns. Nikkei hit 6-month low in post BOJ rout. Intel to cut 15% jobs, suspend dividend in turnaround push, shares plummet. Chip makers taking a little bit of a hit. The BOE cuts rates by a quarter point to 5% on Thursday. RBA no longer expected to hike rates in 2024. But cuts also unlikely. Rabobank. Okay. Not Rabobank, it's Rabobank. Okay. They were thinking we rob a bank, and they said, no, let's just start a bank, and we call it, okay. US stock future sync with payrolls in focus. Thanks, Dylan. Sasha Cakes. USD JPY extends its losing streak for the fourth trading for the fourth trading session, and shifts below 150 ahead of US NFP. And to the traders trading with us this morning, good morning. Okay, the US NFP report is expected to show slowing labor demand and decline in wage growth and a steady unemployment rate. Okay, BOJ's hawkish commentary, BOJ's hawkish monetary policy sparked strength in the Japanese yen, as the Bank of Japan just said, hark Tua on that BOJ monetary policy. The Australian dollar appreciated after the release of higher producer price figures. Australia's PPI rose by 4.8 year-on-year in Q2 against the previous quarter's reading of 4.3. The US dollar received support due to increased risk aversion amid raised concerns about the US. Chad, I don't know why they're concerned about the US economy. It is incredible that people are saying they're concerned about the US economy. Okay, BG, Bevan Gous. USD JPY hovers below 150. Aussie dollar remains strong. Euro testing lower boundary. GBP depreciates toward 1.2700. All eyes on NFP today. Let's look at GBP USD. Let's see how the weekly is doing. Chad, look at that. Look at that. Who was in Project G on Sunday night when we mentioned that level to be tested? Beautiful when the analysis plays out. Just absolutely stunning, 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 as clean as it gets. Daily's just breaking lower. Beautiful. Okay. Also, fundamental reasoning behind it was Bank of England being the one to cut, Fed yet to cut. So it was always going to be weaker against the dollar. Amazon stocks slipped 5%. Apple Q3 result tops estimates. Intel suspended dividend as Q2 results miss estimates. Let's have a look at Apple here quickly, Chad. Apple, didn't even check it last night. No, Apple struggling that weekly R2. I was monitoring it earlier in the week. Let's check here. Yeah, that monthly R2 there. Let's just go here quickly. The Young Mac attack. Let's just go here quickly on the weekly. You will see, yeah, that monthly R2 struggle there. Now this monthly R1, now this yearly pivot, all of a sudden becoming a thing there. All right, but anyways, we will continue to move. I'm gonna finish up now, guys. Give me 1 second here. That almost worked. Okay, it didn't work. Alrighty, there we go, Chad. Okay, Bevan, Amazon. Okay, now in other news. Okay, here we go, Chad. Here we go. In other news, Macro is having a 2-for-1 special on enlarged door frames. Great for those trying to get their egos through life. Stay humble, Chad. NFP. Kicks. BG is going in here this morning, man. Oh.
The man's ready for it, bro. He's just like, nope, I'm choosing violence today.
No, it's beautiful, Chad. It is Friday. I do think we could get a beautiful, beautiful trade here before NFP. If not, we're going to take a trade, obviously, during NFP. And then also, Chad, me and Keegan expecting some big volume today. Think about it. We've been trading around, or we're trading at the weekly pivot on a Friday before a major news event. Do not think that it's going to just be a little up, down. No, it's going to be big. Okay. If you took any notes during the press conference, the big thing for me, and most probably the most fundamental thing that Powell said, was that risks are now asymmetric to the labor market, asymmetric to CPI. Inflation is not the bigger one they're looking at now. Now it is level playing field. So NFP and CPI carry the same weight in the eyes of the Fed. So what do you think is going to happen now? Everyone's going to be like, okay, NFP is a thing again. All right. NFP can now be just as big as CPI. And I'm going to tell you time to fund that live account. Yes, have you got, I must actually get mine ready. We'll do it now. Only 140 people, so I can share this with you. Here's the thing. If the labor market, and then all of a sudden it drops, well, what is he saying? If the labor print today is massively, okay, let me show you this. Let me just show you this. There's still 140 people. There's 300, almost 300 people that's missing. What's going on here? Quickly check here. This is Fed futures. it dropped this week to 67 from a previous 88.2 for September. Okay, that has already dropped by 20%. So the market is already saying, listen, we are starting to taper back on the idea of a September rate cut. So they've already priced in the potential, not already fully repriced, but they have said, okay, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. So here's the thing. NFP, a big number, like big, I mean over 235, like a 250. The dollar is gonna rip, okay? The dollar is gonna break necks today. 250, like a stupid number, even a 300, Chad. This is coming down to 50 again, literally today still. And what that's gonna do is, then all of the eyes are gonna go to CPI, and CPI then needs to be like below 3, like a 2.8. If it's not below 2.8, this idea, these 3 rate cut ideas we had, out of the window. Okay, you bundle that, put it in a little bundle, and you chuck it out of the window. All right, so there's a lot to digest after NFP today. But we are here with you guys, ready to execute. Love the way you all make sense of fundamentals. Thanks, James Neal. It's a pleasure, man. We don't always know what we're talking about, but we try and figure it out. We try and create a thesis that makes sense, and that's what makes sense to me. I told Keeks last night I was sitting, and I know when me and Keegan, especially on a day like today, we have a chat. We already had a chat for like 20 minutes, and I give my thesis, Keegan gives his, and then we start picking the thesis apart. And Keeks will say, okay, bro, but you saying this, but think about A, B, and C. And then I'm like, okay, shit, you're right. And then he would say something, and then I would say, Keeks, but think about this. So the beauty of it, we can have a constructive conversation around it, and we can build an idea around it, and it's not just stuff in the air, airy-fairy, find your account, NFP Friday type of stuff. No. Can you please explain the 200 EMA official noisy boy? It's powerful. That's one thing. Explain the 200 EMA. It is powerful. If I have to give it one word, power. No, we actually don't. That's the thing. For NFP, we don't have the same thesis, Carl. We actually, for NFP, we don't. We do not have the same. Okay, but again, Keegan is going to trade US30 for NFP. I trade gold. I'm not trading US30 or NAS today. I'm trading gold. So you can take both. You can take both. Let me just see what I missed here in the chat. Time to fund. Yes, CRG, good morning. Bang on call, Chris. Thanks, PG. Chris, on gold, the all-time high, do we go off the wick or the body of the candle? No, the wick. Okay, chat, I'm going to give this to you guys for free. Seeing that we are still low on the numbers, but don't tell the other guys, okay? This is just for you that's here. You see that all-time high there? If we get there today, somewhere later, I'm going to draw it for you. if later today you see something similar to this happening, a little consolidation block or something like that, where it's hugging those all-time high levels, it's doing something like this. It like wants to. It's creating like a little bit of a thing here, okay, a little range, slightly above the all-time highs, buy stops. You can go with the 30, like a 30 pip stop, and you can go, for instance, for that daily R3, a 1 to 3 R. Because what's going to happen is a lot of traders see this all-time high level as a resistance. In their mind, they're thinking, ooh, this is clean. This is where everyone's going to jump out. We're at all-time highs, and they are already licking their lips, and they're zooming out, and they drawing little pictures. And if they've got a trading group, they do stuff like this. TP1 there, and then I think TP2 is like somewhere here. So they already draw shit like this, okay? But we know better, okay? We are going to eat all of those stops on the way up. So once those guys start adding, it's like, ooh, short, I'm adding. We're going to just think of Pac-Man. Just biting through those stops, and there's your trade. There's your trade. Just wait. Don't place it now. Just wait for something like this. Just a little build up. Okay. And then you can send me. Ask the guys that previously did it. Who knew about the previous all-time high break? I know Stove took it. Chris, don't give away the 200, must join. Yes, okay. Exclamation G. Stovey, Chad, who was on stream. I still remember it. It was NYSE. I just deleted my buy stop because I had to leave, and some of you kept it, and you sent me screenshots afterwards. Was it Stove? Was technical analysis, I see the day fall. Okay. Question if gold is buying, isn't US30 buying, but Chris just said he has a different thesis from Keegs. Please clarify. No, on the day. Keegs is doing one thing, I'm doing one thing.
So at least one of us are winning, Chad.
Okay, but also again, Keegs is trading US30, I'm trading gold, so I made big profits on a previous. There you go. Chad, that the all-time high break. And here's the thing. If you take a stop, you take a stop. Don't cry about it. Don't be like, oh. Some of you caught like 5 or 10 R trades with the previous all-time high. So, yeah, if you do it, you know what's up. That was a nice little TP. Yes, there you go. So the guys know about it. Thanks, Chris. Beautiful. I'm not trading NFP. Might trade the rejection. Okay. Keep your money for the weekend. I agree. Keegan made me nervous with his idea of what do you call it? A grubber kick.
What?
I know yesterday when you I was like, sheesh, Keegs.
It's a lucky number. We need to put these in
okay,
our favor.
so what are we saying? Are we doing no, I'm not gonna, bro. No.
Lucky number. Lucky number.
I'm not gonna. Last time you guys caught me, I threw in 10K for NFP and I got smoked.
Okay, but we're not saying that now.
Smoked. Are you going the lucky number?
I think I'm going to, bro. Purely because I think this NFP is going to be massive. That's the only reason.
No, you're not. No.
I think I might.
No, I don't need a lucky number. luck is on my side. I'm putting in the
Do you
funds.
trade news with a stop loss?
No.
It's impossible. You can't trade news with a stop loss.
You go big and that's all you do.
Okay, Dylan, that is completely not true, bro.
What's that?
Chris, what about the geopolitics? Iran threatening Israel, gold will go up regardless of NFP. No.
No.
You told me at 2:30 if NFP comes out, like if it comes out the opposite direction, and you told me it spikes. The thing is, Dylan, the chart is the whole day to price that event in. For 1 minute, for 5 minutes, for 15 minutes, NFP is going to dictate what the market does. It is a very big part of FOMC. It is a big part of where the rate cuts are coming from. No, that is definitely not going to throw more weight than NFP.
No, remember geopolitical tensions. Chad, let me just quickly give me 1 second, yeah. Keeks, I'm just going to throw on your screen. I have to answer this.
No, it's fine. You have to also understand, so there's certain geopolitical tensions. So keep in mind, so why does, firstly, okay, hold on, Dylan, why does NFP, or not NFP, why does gold go up? Because of geopolitical tensions. Like, explain that first. Like, you need to understand that to understand how that whole Iran thing not really going to do much. It's been doing stuff, but not anymore. It's going to start slowing down. It's the same thing. You could talk about technically then, if we had to break it down, you could go and say the same thing. Well, Russia's still at war with Croatia. So, not Croatia, thingy. So why are we having all of this momentum? Why are we having all of this since April? All this downwards momentum over there. Before that, I mean, it's been going on for more than a year. So where was all of this bearish momentum coming in? Yet that war was going on. So why did the geopolitical tensions exist at this point in time?
Okay, Chad, quick one. We've talked about it. A headline or a geopolitical thing. There's a little shock reaction. The market.
The Ukraine shot. Sorry, Chris.
Okay, no. So there's a little shock reaction. The market moves, and then it's a case of what's happening as it develops. The guys are like, okay, it's not that bad. Things are getting to a stalemate, whatever. So it's not always the case of a geopolitical event is priced in very, very quickly. So you can't base your trading thesis purely based on, oh, damn, the geopolitical tensions. You need to think about geopolitical tensions then has effects on other sectors. And then you need to go and see if there is lasting effect in the market. Not the event itself, the product of that event. Like, did you guys talk about, like, for instance, the oil? Ukraine, Russia, oil prices skyrocketing because of the geopolitical tensions. Oil all of a sudden became scarce. Like even your cooking oil, your sunflower seed oil, all of that became scarce because the geopolitical tensions prohibited cross-border trade. There were pipelines that got destroyed. So it's a case of you need to paint a holistic picture. You can't just look at the headline, geopolitical tensions. Oh, okay. Now you need to think, okay, there's geopolitical tensions. What's going to be affected? Okay, oil. Oil is being affected. Okay, we know that oil is the product. Like petrol comes from oil. Oil in itself is also a gauge of how good an economy is doing. So all of a sudden, if oil prices are going up, now it's a case of inflation's going to start surging again. Now inflation starts surging. The Fed is sitting with the issue. Central banks around the world sitting with the issue. Higher prices, that's going to have an effect on the economy. Lower spending. Chad, sorry man, you have to think bigger than just the little isolated event that you see.
Yeah. You don't trade news with a stop loss. If you still have money left over after the event, you're by law supposed to try and blow the account afterwards, right, Chris?
Is that it? Is that it?
That's Carl.
Okay, I thought that's it. Yes, Carl, that is you. You
It's an
can't.
unspoken rule.
It's an unspoken rule. You can't go home with that money.
You either have to go home with big profits or it's gone. You have to blow it up.
I'm still crying inside that day.
Let me just get rid of this, Chad.
And then I was like, now the day is just cuck, my bro. What was that? It was so mindless. Like 5, 6 clicks, mindless clicks. Pff. Yeah, that was silly. Oh, that was bad.
Ed approves Carl's Messi.
Hey, that was bad.
Oh no, Chris, we were redeemed today.
Yes, the Chad, listen here. And then also, guys, so here's what we're doing. Unfortunately, we're not going to send blankets to Cape Town purely just because the cost of the weight of these blankets and the supplier we're getting it from is in Port Elizabeth. So, unfortunately, we won't be sending any blankets to Cape Town, but what we are going to do is there's about 160 blankets that we're buying, so we're going to then also add 100 Rand of groceries. I don't know how much you can get for 100. You're not going to get a lot, but to put a food parcel together, so for the guys, if you want to, after we've bought everything, if you guys want to maybe come and help, just put it together, because 160 parcels, I don't know if everything's going to fit here in the office, but we'll make a plan. So we're going to make it where it's not just a blanket. There'll hopefully be something to eat, maybe like even a little toothbrush, something to eat. Like we'll do something that's decent. And yeah, if there's any funds left, we're going to give it to that children's home. But it was rather on my heart to do the blanket with a little parcel. So yeah, feel free if you guys want to come and help us package all of that stuff. And then also I think we'll maybe go out one Saturday morning, Keegs, because it's going to take a bit of time going distributing the stuff. So I'm thinking next week Saturday or even the Friday morning. What we'll do is we'll go with 2 or 3 vehicles, because it's going to be quite a lot of stuff, and then we'll go to the different areas where we know people that are in need to go and give it to them. And and then that's the blanket drive. Sorry that things didn't happen quicker, Chad. We just wanted to make sure that we get the best bang for our buck, and we obviously want to stretch those funds as far as we can. Unfortunately, it's not R1 million, but it's enough to make a small difference in the world. Okay. And unfortunately, Chad, we're going to have to do some video content because people are weird. They would think we're planning a holiday or whatever.
Anything Chris and myself do, we did it with that money. And
bro, like we so, but we'll be very strategic with it. We'll do some content when we get all of the blankets, when we go and buy all of the stuff. And then also, if we go to areas, I'll tell Mo and Laik to not. I don't want the person's face to be visible, and we don't want to put anyone on the spot or anyone. But just so that otherwise, chat. You know, people are weird. People are weird. But anyway, like I said before, I'm rather gonna give away too much, but I'm never gonna take something that was assigned for somebody in need. Like, I'm not ever gonna do that, believe me. It's not my style, it's not Keegan's style. Thanks, Geeks, for a no-risk NFP day. Hey. Chad, I'm looking forward to it. Stove, I think honestly NFP can produce here today. Big. NFP can produce massive here. Wow, Chris, thank you for that. See so many people showing people's faces, and majority of the time people look humiliated. Yeah, no, Griffin, not my style. So for me personally, I wouldn't even. Maybe we don't even video it. Maybe we'll video the.
We can video just all the stuff.
Yeah, we'll video all the stuff. But for me, when you go, and you guys know how I feel about it, and Keegan and everyone knows how I feel about it. If you go and you help somebody, you don't put it on social media. If you know even a family member or somebody that they struggle, you don't walk to them and say, hey guys, this person here is struggling financially. He can't feed his family. I'm going to give him 5,000 Rand to go and feed his family. Look at me. No. You go to the guy and say, listen here, here's X amount. There you go. Take care of your family. You don't tell anybody. Okay?
Yeah.
I've helped people where my wife didn't even know I helped them. I didn't come home and like, I'm such a legend. You know, that guy and that guy. I just paid their monthly salary in their account for them because I'm such a legend. And then my wife's like, wow, jy's so cool. You're so cool. Yeah, you don't do that, chat. If you ever do that, I've got no respect for you. What Alex G did, on the one hand, you take maybe 5 or 10K, I don't even know what the fuck you bought. Cabbages. And then on the...
You go spend 80K to give back to a community. But then you go and spend like half a bar on Louis Vuitton for people you've also never met. So where's the relevance here now?
Matthew 6 verse 3 to 18. Do not let your yes. There you go.
Carl, we have to reshoot that video. So
what video is that?
he's like, he wants to know. Chris wants to know when we posted the video we were taking yesterday. He's dying to see it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we have to reshoot it.
Video the purchase and the ready-made pack, not the people. Yeah, Andre, that's what we'll do. And we'll just say big thank you to each and every one.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Chad. You don't want to put anyone on the spot.
I think what we can do, guys, is we can, like Andre said there, we can purchase we can video all the products being done. We can video putting the parcels together, and then we can have myself and Chris with everything together. And I think we'll just do a thank you to all of you guys for making it possible to do this, and then we'll just make sure it's distributed after that. You guys have built a solid trading community in PE and South Africa, and a lot of people are starting live trading now in SA because of you guys. Big ups to what you guys are doing. I appreciate it, brother. He kept telling me that the car looks like it's going to take off.
No, thank you, Jared. Chad, and again, thank you to you guys. As much as there's a little bit of work we need to do, go buying the stuff, planning, getting a bucky or whatever trailer to put all the stuff in, and spending half a day or however long it takes. That is a seed that was sown by you guys. It is a seed that was sown by Vault Funder. It's a seed that was sown by Vault Markets, and all of you guys contributing towards that 24-hour stream. That 24-hour stream wasn't in vain, believe it or not. Next week, Saturday, somebody's going to get a glimmer of hope because one of you, or not one of you, some of you gave into it, gave into that drive. And that little, even some of you guys didn't even give a lot. And I told Kicks, it's not even about the the value of the money. It's just the fact that you gave. You took the effort to actually go and screenshot the banking details, and you made a payment into it. So big ups to everyone that contributed and everyone that has contributed towards this channel. We really, really do appreciate it. Okay, my DJing account is ready. Keeks, is yours ready?
I'll do it now, bro.
Okay. Yeah, Chad, do it now. Please don't do it 30 minutes before NFP, because then the server, I don't know, Vault has looked into it. It's just like that. I don't know. They say they've increased the server capacity, all of that, but the guys still want to deposit 5 minutes before NFP. I don't know why. It's a weird. Don't know if it's a ritual or something, but that's what
the guys want to be in 5 minutes before and trade 1 minute before, and that
then
doesn't work.
withdraw while they're in the trade.
Yeah.
Where's my withdrawal? It's like, bro, you still have an open position. Oh, okay, let me just close it. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. DGen account. Alright, I'm ready. Morning. Does gold and USD go the same direction? No, they can go different. They can go different. Foot Candy. Are you the guy that sells sneakers? Yes. Like a little video of you guys on the road, then no one can doubt it. You can also video all the supplies in the vehicle. Yeah. Chad, what I am going to ask you guys is, charity must preserve the dignity, 100%. But Lily, then you still get churches that that do the complete opposite. Like, hey, we just helped 100 children, buying them shoes, these children, and I'm like, hey, man. But anyways, yeah, let's not talk about churches. Let's keep it moving. I'm going to ask some of you guys, and I know a lot of you will help. I know already just the guys that were here for the 24-hour stream. If you guys would be so kind enough to come and help us on that day, that would be cool. So yeah, please reach out to us. You all of you have our numbers and all of that. So Keeks, are we gonna say next week? Let's do the Friday. Do you think the Friday morning?
We can do that, bro.
Chad, then we're gonna not stream because I'm thinking
Next week
Saturday.
Friday is a public holiday.
Okay, we're not doing it the Friday. We're
No,
doing
but I'm saying if it's a public holiday, we're not on stream, so it doesn't take away from a stream naturally. And we can do it, unless you're gonna have plans on that public holiday.
No, let me wait. Let me phone the boss lady. Yeah.
If not, then we do the Thursday, bro. So we can do the Thursday. You kind of make it a proper
Yeah.
long weekend type of thing. So you do the Thursday.
Let me hear what my Froky says here. Froky.
We're good.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah. Chad, for the guys that are in P, if you want to help, like there's no biggie. Next week Friday, I think we'll meet here at the office. I will organize. Keeks will get a bucky. I will get a bucky. And then we'll get 2 vehicles because there's no such thing as a bucky. This is a bucky, Chad. All right, this is a bucky.
Alright, bro, the DGen account's locked and loaded.
That is a bucky. Okay, you ready?
We're ready, bro.
Like the Carl, I'm thinking early, bro. Like 8 o'clock. Already be like 7:30. Yeah, at the office. 8 o'clock we start moving. So we can get the guys, and then also we need to think of spots where there are people. Where there are people, because otherwise to drive around with all this stuff. I don't want to, honestly, I don't want to give stuff to Vista House. Vista House is pretty much sorted. Chad, I don't know. For the guys in P that know Vista House, I don't want to give to places that are already, like that guy on the street, like and then even if there's stuff left, Chad, if you, I will chat to. Wait. Chad, I've got to wait. Kicks it. Okay, it's on your screen. I'm quickly going to make a phone call. There is Pastor Loki. There is a group of people that every year help people on the streets. Chad, give me 1 second. I want to make this. Give me 1 second.
Chris is alright, guys, and just also a little bit of a heads up. We are starting to lock in the guests for the new podcast series, so that's going to be coming out very soon for you guys. Warm is a hotspot for people like that need it. I'll come on Friday as well. We'll send you a DM. There's also a small location behind the airport that would also like it. Yeah, no, we definitely will go to a few spots. Nah, bro, Chris will get chalked quick. So he knows. I think we all of us know at this point, guys. I'll just say, guys, there's the move back up. Asia lows, weekly pivot. Like, I really don't think we're gonna get anything solid. There's that move up to the level. Come back down now. I just don't see us really getting anything. So personally, as I say, remember, guys, I'm gonna be off here probably now at 10. But I really don't see us getting any solid trades yet this morning. So we're gonna see there. But you guys got some hot topics we're gonna be talking about on the Friday show today. I don't know what this thing not work. This flipping studio gets so cold, guys. Oh, Chris is literally trying to turn me into like an Eskimo or something in here. It's cuckold in here, bro.
Not Chris asking me to job for Herbalife.
Why?
This is my outfit. He's teasing me to like an insurance salesperson, a life insurance or Herbalife.
Why? That is the outfit, right?
My outfit's a vibe.
Young, excited,
His intention today. Keys AP. No, because I'm gonna get ready to leave now.
Caitlin, I need to remind me a little bit later, Pastor Loki. I must phone him. They've got a group that actually have communities that we can give the food and the stuff towards.
Dreaming of
No.
normal candles, penetrating candles, manifestation, teleportation, Chris and Keeks tips. Am I the only one?
Wait. Yo, that was a lot. What happened there?
I think the last phrase in there was a bit off.
Wait.
But every
Dreaming of normal candles, penetrating candles, manifestations, teleportation, Chris and Keegan's tips. Chad, I was thinking about it last night. We've got we've got some cool shirts that we can make, like TP Chris. There's no TP without the P.
Pause.
A lot. Here's the thing, though. A lot of guys wouldn't understand the TP if you aren't here. Like the peeing before the trade.
A bottom wick.
BW. Let's not.
BBWs.
Let's not be weird. Keep it moving.
Oh, brother, but the BBCs.
The BBCs.
The big black candles.
Or big bodied candles. Okay. Bro, I never checked if Miles was good with the 12 o'clock, but I think he will.
Bro, the minute he's off stream, unless he's busy getting a haircut at that time, but otherwise he's good. Quick bottom wick first, Chad.
You know, it's not on your screen, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making payment for these blankets.
Hey guys, quick question. I read on Google that Vault Markets doesn't allow scalping, especially during high news events. Wasn't sure if this is true or if I'm misunderstanding it. No, you. I was gonna say you can, but Chris, somehow, am I misunderstanding something here?
We've been scalping since day one.
Yeah.
I
no,
don't know.
you can. I think when these people all say, I think that when they talk about that, I think they're talking more about the high frequency bots.
Yeah.
I think that's where they're talking about
Yeah,
it.
it's not about somebody manually. There's people that use like price arbitrage, latency arbitrage. Let me just check.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. When you finish with it, send it through to us. We'll definitely check it out.
What's that?
If it's dope. He's busy doing, Stubbs busy doing 2G's intro song with a countdown timer.
Who's doing
When
that?
he's finished it, like he'll send it to us if we want to use it, because he's just doing it for fun.
Who's this?
Stove.
Stofa.
But when he's finished with it, 100% send it to us, bro. It's dope. We'll use it.
Bro, so last night, I'm laying in bed and I'm doing my normal, just going through the socials, and I get onto Radio Raps. And I tell my wife, and I'm like, it's only in South Africa that a man like this, that we allow him to sing. And he's got a studio, and people go and listen, and I'm like, this is just Afrikaans and South Africa where we allow that man to sing, and we enjoy it because it is Radio Raps. So
Menti, but even that, bro, like, I don't see there being a problem. Like, I know people that have done that, so that's why I say I don't see it being a problem still.
what's that being a problem?
He's just saying he thinks they mean scalping, like when you open 6 to 20 positions and you only close in 10 pips in profit. So even then, it's in the terms on Vault Markets. No, Menti, I get you. Like, that's what the other guy's saying. He saw that's in the terms. But I think when we talk about that, it's more those high frequency things. I don't think it's that manual trading.
Sorry, Keys, almost done, yeah. Yeah, Chad, we're getting the blankets today. Let me just do this payment.
Are they dropping off today?
Yeah,
Okay. What, you at the office?
yeah.
Well, you can put it there you can put them all there in the clubhouse.
So Keegs, you say we're not gonna allow Mo and Laik there, but we also not gonna. But here's the thing. I know why you feel like that. Yeah, it's like you still want to have that space where if you want to go and do something on your own.
Yeah, bro, I'm not sold on it.
No, I know, but that's why I don't push it any further. I know exactly how you feel about it.
Because the thing for me before we also say is like,
No,
remember we
no.
spoke about this. Yes, this technically becomes our office because we use it, but the team's growing, so there's other people that also
Yeah.
use this. And like yesterday, for example, like if you were in your meeting, if that's a meeting that obviously we're not going to be in, not all of us are blocked out from being in here then for that time period. So yeah, I don't think it was going to work. Right. Brother, you done on that side?
Almost. What do you want to do?
I was gonna say 'cause I just need to go sort some stuff out there.
Oh, yeah,
2G
yeah.
side quickly
Yeah.
before I leave. Right.
Okay, wait. Sorry, Keeks, almost done, yeah.
Alpha Markets is the only one that does allow aggressive trading. I've been denied payouts from them for that. Okay, damn.
Aggressive.
yeah. All right, chat. I'm gonna pop out. I will probably not be back in time. I don't know before this stream ends. But then the Prodigy guys, if I'm not, I'll see you guys firstly on the Friday show, and then I'll
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you guys for NFP. But in case they're not back, guys, trade safe, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers, Chad.
What time was I in the stream? 11. Okay. Oh, sorry, chat. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Still waiting for gold. Still somewhat not really choppy, but things are looking. Brazilian bottom lick. What the heck? What did I miss here? Chris, I'm busy with okay, big week energy. BWE. I like that. Alright, chat. Let's check here. US 30. Okay, like I said, big block here. Need to focus here. Nasdaq. Weekly S1, daily S1 holding there. Sorry guys. Yeah, gold. Previous daily high. Thank you so much. I did pay him. You can this one, yeah. Is there another one I must pay? Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let me just. Yeah. Let me just do this. Okay, I'll do this one a little later. Alrighty. Okay, Chad. Blankets are on its way. Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Placing someone next week Friday. Good bundles, almost grocery bundles. I'm gonna definitely look at that. Definitely gonna look at that. How's everyone doing? How's the week been? Has the week been alright? Network error. What is everyone's opinion on the guy that boxed the Italian chick yesterday? Was it yesterday or in the week? Seeing that the International Boxing Federation also came out saying that they've already suspended those two boxers for failing the test of what a female actually is. So that was pretty. Almost the boxing federation saying like, "Hey guys, we think you should actually suspend that person." How are you doing, Chris? Jakes, I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm doing very good. I'm just trying to multitask here quickly. Tuesday's trading is Vault Markets down with payments, trying to deposit funds into my account, but kicks me out, decide when I want to make the deposit. That's also what I'm checking, Slashy. I've made my deposit, but now when I'm trying to do an internal transfer, it is saying network error. So that is what I'm doing here on the left-hand side, trying to see. I think already there's a little bit of a volume jam. So I think the boys and girls are already psyched, and let me just see. Oh, okay, there. Yeah, I think just continue trying. Mine went through right now. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Let me see. Alrighty, there we go. Let's check. Ah, beautiful. Okay, yeah. So I think it's just a little bit of a backlog of volume. So yeah. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's an absolute disgrace, a man acting as a woman. Yeah, Jared. It is, bro. It is mad. It is mad. Chris, I was just thinking about that. Dude, I was fuming yesterday, and you can clearly see just the characteristics of the other dude being a man. It doesn't even look feminine. There's not even any feminine features on the dude. Like, it's not a case of you can say, oh damn, maybe no, this is maybe a woman that took some gear and what. No, it's like a dude. I did see the guy from Turkey. I still laughed some of the headlines saying that the Turkey sent a hitman to the Olympics because yeah, okay. The Turkey sent a hitman to the Olympics. I was like, dude, just there with like yeah, like literally I can't believe it. Now I've aged 10 years, I've made money on the live streams and then donated back. As a beginner trader, I'm exhausted, but this is the longest I've held onto my live account. Lily, okay. Let me tell you this. Taper it back. Slow everything down. The reason you've aged in 10 years is you're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself. You're putting unnecessary pressure on yourself to perform. And you've maybe have unrealistic expectations and you've connected a timeline to it. So slow everything down. Consolidate everything in terms of what you trade, when you trade. Slow everything down. Trading should not age you, okay? Trading should be fun. It should be exciting. So the fact that you're aging is you're forcing it. I don't know what your situation is, but as my advice, slow it down. Things can happen. Maybe things don't happen in a month. Get the longer timeline in mind. Think 3-5 years. When you go and study, when I went to go and study, I knew I'm going to go study for 3 to 5 years before I start working. in that 3 to 5 years, you still living with your parents, whatever. And I'm not saying it's exactly the same, but the mindset was 3 to 5 years. Okay. Then even after that, you knew it's going to take maybe another 3 years to actually start earning decent money. So why do you have the opposite idea in trading? Once you say, okay, shit, I can give myself 5 years and I can maybe in the last, from year 4 to year 5, really see exponential gains in my financial trajectory from trading. But please, guys, don't put unnecessary pressure on yourselves. Please, man. It's not necessary, all right? Stefan, Chris, I saw your 2024 goals on YouTube yesterday. How's the strategy for gym health playing out? Stamites, it's not playing out, my brother. I am way overextended. I do not have enough time in the day. It is not playing out. I actually changed my gym membership back to closer to home. So I'm actually going to be waking up at 4:30, being in the gym at 5, being back home 5:45. And then, I've got an idea with the little home gym I want to do. So, no, health is not... but also, Chad, here's the thing. There are going to be times in your life when there's not going to be balance, okay? So... I know we check social media and everyone talks about these beautiful balanced lives, and it's salt baths and ice baths and saunas and walks, and you wake up and you earth yourself and you look into the sun and your circadian rhythm is so beautiful, and you meditate and you manifest and everything, this beautiful idea. Like there will be a time where you can do all of those beautiful things, but there's also going to be a time where you wake up, you're going to feel like shit, you're going to need a cup of coffee, you're going to need something to pick you up, you're going to rush, you're going to grab your daughter, grab the lunch boxes, the bag, run to the car, drive through. Chad, that's life. Like, let's not create this picture that people want to try and portray on social media. There are going to be times where your health is going to deteriorate. You're going to pick up weight. You're going to work a lot of hours. You're going to feel like, what am I doing? But there are times, there's seasons where things are not in balance and you need to push. And it's maybe for 1 season, 2 seasons where you really push, and then the fruit starts bearing, and then you can say, okay, flip, this thing is moving. There's a pastor years ago that when he started building the church, he told all of the people, he said, listen here, to get this thing going is going to take a lot of effort. And it's like, it's this big rock. Think of it as this big round rock. And it's like, as soon as we get it moving, think about it when you start moving something heavy. As soon as it starts moving, then almost you just keep the pressure on it. You don't have to get it moving again. And that's the same in business, in your career, all of that. So, yeah, maybe that helps somebody. I don't know. Yeah, well, shooting, dude, must be brother. Women work the ass off for literally couldn't win a gold in her own division. It's crazy. Imagine a gold training. Yeah, nah, bro, it's chalked. It's chalked. Gavin, how's it going, my brother? Hope you're doing well. NFP is 230. Yes. Paris Olympics didn't. No, bro. So Jin, I think it's the Paris Olympics. Yeah. The triathlon being, and weirdly enough, we did a beautiful, in our kitchen doesn't have windows. we did a beautiful photo, a landscape photo of Paris and the Eiffel Tower. I'll post it on social media just to, otherwise it feels like a cave in there. So we just put a nice canvas on, but I do agree. Took 5 years to break even after paying school fees on trading. There you go, Stove. 5 years. The man is in the game for 5 years. All right, Chad. And he can tell you in that 5 years, a lot of times he wanted to throw in the towel. And then you just come back, you reset, and you say, okay, last time we did this, maybe if I tweak A, B, and C, we're going to miss that. So you come back, you strategize, you say, okay, this is what I did wrong last time, this is what I can do right now. And so it takes time, Chad, it takes time, but I promise you, once it makes sense, it makes sense. Papa Chris for the dab, just the transparency, always, man, always. Carl, I'm not gonna sell gold. I'm honest with you. I haven't been trying to sell gold at all this week. I took a loss on gold this week, trying to buy it, but I was very, very clear from early on in the week where I wanted to go with gold. It's been very choppy, but for me, it was always a case of the buys are on. The buys are on. So what I want to see is I want to see actually a hold above the daily R1. Then it's easy. Then we know where we're going. If we hold daily R1, previous daily high, very simple. We don't even have to think twice. We know where price is going. Liesel, that's the thing. But Caster Semenya is a different case. Caster, you can still see female features. It is more, I almost want to say on a very technical level, they wanted to throw cut. But this dude that was fighting in that cage, my bro, that is a man, dude. I am from South Africa. Yes. Where did I miss somebody? I'm New Year. Where are you from? Seska. Welcome. South Africa. Down under. South. I'm lucky if life gets tough. I've got a fast metabolism. 4 years here. Still not break even. All right. Shorts for days. Still not. Sorry, man. Are you saying you still not break even collectively on like everything that you've lost, or that your trading in general is not on break even? Great, man. See, you got new posse. Where do we send the toasties to now? Gav, we'll chat. We actually in a new office, not too far away from the old one, but it's more suited for what we were wanting to do. Even me, Chris, I only got BE 3 months ago, so it's now onwards and upwards. There you go, Andre. But again, it's you're not gonna know if you don't know. Started 3 weeks ago. Oh, 3 weeks ago. Okay. But I think you're in the right place, Menti. I think you're in the right place to get some solid guidance. Note to thanks, Chris, and shorts for days. I blame social media. Everyone is overnight. Yes, Lily. It even plays on us. Even me, Keegan, anyone. I've even had the chat with Keegan before. Love Keegan as a brother. As much as I see ourselves as equals, I also feel like I've got some experience to share with him. And I had a chat with him, and I said, Keegs, like forget what you see. Like you do what you need to do. You focus on your lane. You focus on your goals, and if it looks like somebody else is accelerating quicker than you, that's great. Say, well done. That is awesome. But you focus on what you're going to do. And again, that word, I say it every single time, and I never knew what that word really meant or what it actually meant when I spoke to some business mentors years ago, when they said, you need focus. And I was like, but I'm focusing. And you think you're focusing. And they're like, no, dude, you've got 20 different ideas. You want to implement all 20. It's just you and another little business partner. You guys are still nobodies. You don't even have a team, but you want to bring 20 different things off the ground. Focus on one thing. Say, okay, we are going to do this. Focus on that, do it well. And then once that thing is living on its own, then you can say, okay, let's go to step 2. Step 2, okay, step 3. I had a meeting with one of the guys in our team as well, and he's got all of these ideas. And even with the guys in our office, and I say, okay, it's great, it's beautiful. You've got these ideas, and it's beautiful, and it looks good. And I'm like, but think output, okay? We can strategize here, we can have whiteboards, we can do all of this stuff, and we can look very busy, and there's no output. Nothing's going out, nothing's happening. So let's start with something small, okay? We want to do A. Let's start doing A well, and then we can add B, and then we can add C. And a lot of times guys have gotten mad at me, younger guys, and it's like, whoa, I've got this idea. And I'm like, it's beautiful, but you're trying to skip 20 steps. Come back here to step 1 quickly. Let's talk about step 1. Step 20 is going to come. It will. You will know when step 20 is ready. Okay. Okay, I'm talking a lot of things here today. Chris, I'm going to come visit the office in P. Yes, you must, Rich. Come visit my brother. Come visit. Note with thanks, Chris, and shorts for days. Okay, that's where I left it off. Menti, I'm not just saying this, but if you started by some luck, you are at the exact right place. Just stick around for at least 6 months. Don't jump around and check your progress. Chris, it's so hard of one to get it right with trading when you're in a dark place mentally or financially. One needs to seek God first, then the rest will fall into place. To see exactly. I agree 100% with every single word you said there. And trading is not, here's the thing, trading is not the solution to a money problem. Trading will actually create a money problem for you. Chad, that's why somebody messaged me the other day like, hey, can't I fund his trading account? He needs to pay rent and this and that. And I said, bro, go get a job. He's like, any tips for making money, this and that? Like, he's struggling with his trading. I said, there is a tip, go work. No, but what do you mean? I'm like, go work, my brother. You're unemployed. You don't have money. Go work, okay? And then trading will be there. Forget this thing of you are full-time. If there was the one gentleman came out and he said he went full-time. And I think after 3 months, he's now he didn't have enough savings. I said, bro, go back to work. He's like, what do you mean? He's going to make this trading thing work? I said, no. This trading thing is going to wreck you now. Because you are now financially under stress. You already now under pressure to try and make money just to pay bills. You don't have a safety net. Go back to work. And he said, thank you, bro. And he's like, and he went back to the job market. And he came back and he said it took the pressure off. He can still trade now, but at least he's paying the bills. Bullish on the dollar, gents. All right. Become extremely good at one thing. You don't have to be the best. Just put in hours. Yes. Food candy. Exactly, my brother. Lots of important things, Chris. Yeah, Chris, you're 100% correct. Sometimes it's better just to step back, focus on the beginning, and make sure that is perfect before moving. Yeah, 100%. You're unemployed, go work. Yes, Chad. I don't know how else to say it. If you, it is a difficult thing to say, but if you're saying that you've been trading full time for a year or whatever, and it's like, I don't have money or this or that, and I can promise you, if I had to go to my parents and if they knew what I went through financially, and I had to tell my mom, and I'm like, hey ma, yes, hierdie training ding het my geknak. I know exactly what my mom would say. My seun, hoekom het jy dan geswat? Gaan werk. Nee maar, die trading, gaan werk, jong man. Jy is besig om rond te fok. That's exactly what my mom would tell me. And yeah, Chad, that's the thing. You have to be real with yourself. I wonder how many people would stick to trading if you told them that it's something you specialize in when you retire in your 60s to make some extra cash. Sam, yeah. And also, here's the thing, Sam. If you told people that you can still work and trade. You can still work and trade. I gave my members know already. Or not my members, my team. I don't have a massive team. But my team already know what's cracking. I gave them a strategy, let's call it the 9 to 5 strat. Just yesterday and today alone, that strategy produced, there was almost 100 pips there. So all I'm saying is, Chad, you don't have to trade full time. There's no such thing as you have to trade full time. Okay? Please understand that. Okay, guys, 30 seconds. Get ready. We're going to see if we can get a nice little bottom wick here. And on the break of those highs, we are going to go for it. Gold bars. And need a bottom wick. Need a bottom wick. All right. So get ready. We're going to be very aggressive with the break-even point. 24.65 is going to be our break-even point, because at that stage we can reject, but we're taking this as quite a key level. Okay. Bottom wick. I'm going to need something a little bit more, Chad. I'm going to need something a little bit more than that. That's not really convincing. At least somewhere here. No buy stops as of yet. I need something more. That's not going to cut it for me. Yeah, not in chat. If it runs now, I will check it from here. I'll check it from there. But yeah, that's not my entry to take. Breezo facts. Ain't no other option. Yeah, I use trading money for holidays like a 5-day cruise. Hey, Stofa. For beginners, I would advise to think as a hobby first. Yes. Yes. Me and Keegan actually had a chat yesterday, and I told him yesterday or the day before. And I told him I had that, Chad, I was that according to the book guy. Like, finances in order, like you budget well, you study well, you study, and you just do, like you do stuff according to the book. and you're like risk averse, and you've got your RA, you've got your investments, you've got your retirement, and you've got this beautiful little plan, and everything is just so according to the book. And then there came a stage in my life where that risk averse guy, that very calculated guy, just threw all of that out of the window. And it was like, holy shit, taking chances, taking big risks. And then all of a sudden it was like, yo, okay, now I've wrecked myself. I was on this beautiful, beautiful road to this beautiful story that you can tell. And now I'm on this different storyline, a storyline where a young man got cracked by life, and I said, bro, that's the thing, that's the road we sometimes take. You will have guys that will take the safe road, and the safe road feels good, Chad. It feels good. You working at a company, and there's the opportunity to build yourself up, and at the end of the month the salary is coming in. Even if you don't work very hard on a certain day, you still get your salary, and that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with it. I've said it so many times. You can work in a 9 to 5, and if that is what makes you happy, you stick to it. Not everyone is an entrepreneur. Not everyone is a pioneer. Not everyone is going to take chances. All right, and as cliche as it sounds, it's the 9 to 5 guys and the guys that like to follow that usually work for the crazy guy that took a chance. We always say that, like, you can work your 9 to 5, or you can work, or you can be the guy that employs the 9 to 5 guy. So, yeah, it is a case of you choose your road, and the only thing is you should never have regret. You should never have regret to one day say, maybe I should have opened up that business. Maybe I should have taken that job in a different province. Maybe I should have taken that opportunity to go overseas. Maybe just don't have any regrets at a later stage in your life where you can say, damn, I didn't really capitalize on any opportunities. I played it safe my entire life. And maybe it's good that you played it safe. Maybe it's good that you played it safe, but for me, I know it would have killed me to say, like, flip, why don't you take that chance? Because most of the time the 15-minute has the bottom week when you don't get it on the 5-minute. Brian, let me check here. Yeah, Brian, my only thing is why I want a deeper bottom week is because just purely from probability, we literally almost at that half round numbers. So it's not the cleanest setup, and that is why I want a bigger bottom week, because that gives me the opportunity to say, it's picked up enough liquidity for it to now push up and potentially get through that level. Otherwise, a tiny little bottom wick means like I'd see it as somebody jumping on a trampoline. If I just give a little jump here, like just my legs barely bend, how high can I jump? But if I get a nice pullback and then a break, but yeah, we can still catch it from here. We can still catch it from there, but I'm not in anything, Chad. Chris, I recommend the gents here to watch this movie, The Walk. This true story about a man that walked across Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. There's so much to learn there, especially newbies. Thanks so much, Tissy. Thank you. Morning, Chris. Join late today. Did you take the... No. Did you take it, Fossey? There was too many things going on. We were obviously looking bearish because the Hang Seng closed down almost 2%. So, yeah, I think Forza, you know the drill, that you close in profits, Forza. You should have. Forza, chat to me. But yeah. Yes, okay, so jy TP geslaan het, Forza. Ek gaan met jou chat oor die naweek. Ek wil net bietjie dalk die naweek is still in profits. Yeah, Forza, let's chat over the weekend. I know you've also been taking it. We can maybe, I'm going to have a call for anyone that wants to come on for the JSE, for the Project G guys, the JSE 200, just to brainstorm a little bit. So, Forza, Andre, whoever, if you want to, over the weekend somewhere, we can just jump on a call there and just see. Ja, maar nog niet toegemaakt nu. Okay. Chad, beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, if you took it, nice. I didn't take it. I'm not chancing. It's NFP day. It's moving day, Chad. It is moving day. But beautiful analysis. Here's the thing. Even if you took it, you could have made a decision about it based on what you saw here. You know exactly what we are looking at from that level. We already said what we're looking at. So if this is within your risk tolerance, within what you want to see, maybe some of you even took it here. I don't know. But at least you can now start to formulate an idea of what it is you want to see and how you want to take a trade. That is ultimately what these streams are about. Not to wait for Chris and Keegan to press a button, but for you to independently think and start to reason, okay, that is why this is a good potential buy setup or sell setup. Chris sê, sal sien my boonste boodskap op demo, het ek hom gesien vanoggend, maar wil saam jou die IG live begin en hom try een keer 'n dag. Yes, Andre. So what I'm going to do is we'll do a call on the weekend. Rihanna's also been taking it. And then I think by next week, if I can get some funds in there, I'm not going to start, I'll maybe start with 50K. I'm just going to throw 50 in there just to see what the live conditions are like. And then, Stove sê net die tyd, ek gaan hulle laat weet, ek gaan die boys laat weet, dit is net altyd moeilik met die vroukie en die kinders oor die naweek. Omdat ek, Chad, here's the thing, as much as I love the trading stuff, I also need to manage expectations at home with the family. So I will sit hours and do back testing and chat about the charts and look at different things, but to what detriment? So I still need to ek gaan wat ek gaan doen is Stefan julle, ek gaan bietjie kyk hoe die dinge môre oggend lyk, net so bietjie chat 'n bietjie huwelik en dan gaan ek kyk of ons so hier dalk by 12:01 hier. Ja, gaan ek net so vinnig, dan kan ons maar 'n bietjie opspring en bietjie die JSE 200. Imagine hoe lekker sal dit wees as ons almal vir ons paar sportsmotors koop en die nommerplaat sê JSE 200 verwoes. Alright, so if I can make enough money with the JSE 200 to buy M3, the number plate's gonna read JSE 200 verwoes. Ek weet nie of hy te veel woorde is nie. Break above, bottom weekend to the zone and push further. Yes, Carl, but I have to. Here's the thing though. That is a niplet. That's not even a nipple. Like, I need to zoom in. I even marked it on my broker feed on the right. It's literally on the body. So I would have been break even here. For the guys that took it here, the guys that took it there on their own discretion, go break even. Like, definitely, that would have been me break even. Like I said, if I get the bottom wick, I would have been aggressive. I would have been break even there already. Because here, look left with me. Okay. Let's make it make sense here quickly. Closure above, right back below. 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 So why would we think that price would now all of a sudden just break through? There is the idea of liquidity, yes, but I don't know. I don't know if this is the liquidity drive. So therefore, if you took it, that is your break-even point. All right. So you're already anticipating there's a buy scenario happening and there's a sell scenario happening. Even if you are bullish, you still expect that maybe it rejects there. And if I get stopped at a break-even, I can look for a re-entry. Maybe it pulls back. You get the little push above. You hold there and you take the next entry. You don't have to. Here's maybe a tip for you guys as well. You are not married to a position. You are not entering into a long-term relationship where you need marriage counseling. Like, hey, I've now officially got into a very long relationship with this buy position this morning. I cannot close it. I am fully committed to this position and I'm not closing it. I'm not closing it till we hit TP or stop loss. You're not in a relationship with the market, guys. It is, yeah, okay. But 12 p.m. sounds perfect. That's children's sleeping time for you. My son is a nuclear reactor. It's just energy. We actually at the stage now where we want to tell the teachers at school that is not allowed to sleep at school. Because 9:30, 10 o'clock, he is still awake. Wait, what did Stove say? What did I miss? Stovey, sorry man, the chat is Stove Sanitate, Stove, awesome movie indeed. Most people think they arrived their names. One more step here, that's why. Hey Nila, good morning. Yes, a nuclear reactor. Just regenerating energy consistently. But I love him to bits, Chad. Shame last night, man. I don't know if you guys have seen that prank some of the parents play on their children where they throw a blanket over them and they're like, oh, I can't see you. And then it's like, I'm here. And it's like, where's the child? All of that. And Daniel calls me and I go into his room and he's hiding. And I'm like, hey, where's Daniel? And he jumps up and he's like, boo, Isak. And I'm like, yo, I can't see Daniel. And he's like waving at me. He's like, I'm here. And I walk to the other room. I'm like, Elspeth, you see Daniel? And he's like getting a little scared. He's like running. He's like, hey, can't you guys see me? And then my heart's too small. I can see he's getting a little bit freaked out, and I laughed and I picked him up and I told Elspeth like, no, I don't have the heart to do that. What some of the guys do, like, oh, and I was like, hey, no, I can't do that. But what we did do once, and I was actually asked Elspeth if she still has the video. In our old house in Framesby, we did the Nutella and the toilet paper one. I think Mianay was round about, how old was she? 4 years old? I think she was 4, yeah. and we said we're gonna do it. And I call me and I'm like, Nike, bring papa die toiletpapier en Elspie new. And she's like, ja, hier is die toiletpapier, vat het vir papa. And as she comes in and she gives me the toilet paper, then I take it and then with my finger I put an Nutella on her hand. And you can see her like look at it, and she looks at me and she looks at it again, and she starts slowly but surely, she starts to cry. And I'm like, ach nee. And then I actually felt so bad afterwards, and I laughed initially, and then she was like devastated, and then Elspie had to say like, no, it's Nutella, but man, she was upset with me. She's upset with me, my bro. Like it started off like laughing, and then she was like devastated, like devastation crying. Dat was poof op my hand. En het is, hey. Oh. And then this one is also for the parents. The parents would know. And I've asked my wife, I'm like, are we bad parents? So it's quite late. And obviously the children can't have like sugar late. And there's maybe like a little chocolate. And you literally walk. And the children are like, they're hearing. They can hear like a little chocolate paper or like chips. And it's like, and they're like, what's that? And I'm like, what do you mean, what's that? There's nothing. It's just my hands in my pocket. No, but what's in your pocket? And I'm like, no, there's nothing in my pocket. In the meantime, the little block of chocolates here in the side of my mouth. So I'm like sneakily eating it here. And then Daniel comes to me and he stands next to me. He's like, what's there in your pocket? I'm like, there's nothing. He's like, show me. And he wants to put his hand in my pocket, but he's like determined. I'm like, dude, there's nothing in my pocket. And then he looks at Elspie and he looks at me and he's like, nah, you guys are bullshitting here. You guys are bullshitting here. And then afterwards, I'm like, I told Elspie, I'm like, yo, I actually feel bad now as a parent eating sweets, like sneakily, while they are sitting there across you in the room. Hey Sean, bro, they know. Children know, dude. Children are like police dogs. They know exactly what's cracking. There is no such thing as you eating a chocolate or whatever. Like they hear it. So our Pekingese, she's like that. The sausages, like the way that the pack sounds when you touch it, that like she, as soon as she hears that, she comes bouldering in there. Okay, let's check gold. Because I'm looking at the 80s stochastic and order blocks like gold. Want to test the Asia highs, but by that time the 200 will also be in the crossing region. Stefan, the thing with gold this entire week is it's been, just to give you an idea, that was Thursday, yesterday. Very up and down. And remember what I told you guys yesterday? I said we all know, or not we all know it, for the guys that haven't been here, we've talked about that vantage point. So what happened yesterday, you would have seen that we talked about this, and I said once you take Asia lows and Asia highs are untested, that's your advantage point for price to then push up and go and take or test that level. And then I said yesterday, you can clearly remember, Chad, if you don't remember, go and watch the last bit of the stream. I said it's very likely now that they're going to park it right back in the range, which they did. And it's exactly the same now with a case of we're looking for a continuation. And I don't necessarily want price to come all the way back down here, because then this is a reversal. This is not a pullback. That's a reversal at that stage. That is why this level for me is important to hold, because if we cannot hold this level, gold is in trouble. Chris, why do we feel so bad after we bought the stuff with our hard-earned money? Brett, I don't think we feel bad. I think we feel bad that we're not sharing the chocolates. I literally hide in the fridge, Chris. Dad tax, yes. So we've got a little sweets cupboard, and like I need to be quick. Like you open it up, you grab what you have to, and you keep it moving. You don't hang around there, because they hear it, and then they want to come and do shopping there as well. Andre, yes, the markets could most likely be parked for NFP, but I'm still ready here to trade. Like I always say, don't let a event or anything numb you to say, oh, Friday this, Monday this. Your setup is your setup, and you take it. If we start becoming emotional and we start becoming subjective about certain things, you will never trade, because then you'll say on Wednesdays I fast, and when I fast I don't trade well, and then on Friday mornings we have prayer, and usually when I pray I don't trade well, but if I prayed twice and I fasted and I didn't have any sugar on Thursday, then I really trade well. So things are just not looking good to maybe trade, or yeah. I did that while my girlfriend was on prep. I waited till she was asleep to have my chocolate. She woke up and put her hand out while I tried to play it offline. Chris, elke keer as ek iets tik, dan kom Nighbot. Andre, waar het jy getik? Dalk het ons die trigger gesit op Andre. Tariq, did I miss Tariq? Yeah, Chad, we still have 15 minutes. Then we're going to build a set here quickly for the Friday show. I'm going to pee quick. Maybe we need a big P for a TP. But give me 1 second. I'll be back now shortly. Okay, all right. Chad, Darren Dix agreed to come on the pod. Keegan is busy chatting with him. So yeah, Darren agreeing to come on the pod. It would seem that he is not with Rocket X anymore, so it's gonna be juicy to dive into that, see what happened there or what transpired there. Yeah, Chad, anyone have an idea of what the other guys expecting? 200 likes. It doesn't seem like we're going to get to 300. I'm going to put up another poll here. I'm going to do another poll here. Let's just see. I just want to see something here. Okay, Chad, here we go. Brian, I'm still waiting. Keegs is chatting. Keegs is lining up some guests for the next series of podcasts. We're gonna have another series like we had previously. I don't think we'll travel again. If I'm being very honest, the studio now is really looking pristine, and the production value we can get out of the studio, we would rather request guests to come down here. So I don't think if we travel again, it will most probably need to be quite a big event but yeah, just to give you guys an idea, that last podcast trip we did to Cape Town, financially, okay, I've got insurance and all of that, but the damage on the car was 110,000 rand. The trying to push everything in 3 days, driving Monday 2 o'clock, starting the first part at 10. Yeah, Chad, as much energy as it took it out of me, and yeah, not gonna do it again. And again, Chad, we don't want to lose momentum ever again with the channel. We want to actually do more on the channel. We want to get to, and I'm not saying it will happen, but we want to get to the stage where from the morning till the evening, there's something happening on the channel. So already with Edge Show coming on, you're going to have something that's going to happen from 8, then straight into the live stream. Then we're going to try and see if there's a way to fill that segment between the morning live stream and the afternoon one. And then we obviously want to do a lot of trading content, a lot of things that can help traders, not just entertainment, but things of value. And then also I'm very excited for our show with Andy Steele Smith. We've talked about it, so I'm even excited about chatting. These are guys, when I say, for instance, I don't want to talk finances and stuff, but these are people that have done incredibly well in life, and I'm not talking talking like middle class well, or even where you think somebody with a net worth of 50 mil or 100 mil did well. I'm talking really well, like well. So I'm even excited for the conversations that are going to be held there. We busy work. That's why you'll see a lot of times I'm sharing Andy's stuff. We've got a idea, and again, that's what I talk about destiny. Our paths crossed. Things have now gotten to the stage where we befriended. We chat on a regular basis on WhatsApp. We've got the idea of. I can already tell you guys, if somebody does it before we do it, God rest his soul. But we are starting, myself and Andy, starting a series called Old Dog, New Dog. Andy being the old dog, me being the new dog, and then getting a lot of very successful businessmen, people that were very or are and were very successful in their fields, and already have the domain website will start rolling out soon, and it's just going to be purely that. We both of us said we don't know what it can be, where it will go, but it's going to be purely chatting about business, chatting about spirituality, chatting about life, and chatting to people that it can actually bring value. People that you would want to listen to and say, okay, this guy has built a $1 billion business. I can listen to what he's saying. It's not a case of, oh, I'm smart, I read a book and I went into alpha monk mode, this, that, and I went into my cold baths and I'm humming spiritually and I'm on a frequency of 888 to 41, and no. So it seems that Andre is triggering Nighbot. So I see a lot of gold cells. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, Chad. Oh, Joash is buying gold. Okay. All right. Joash is buying gold. Flip. Chad. Let me know if you see what some other groups, that is an issue. If Joash is buying gold. I must ask Rolio, actually. Let me see if I can ask Rolio, yeah. Give me 1 second, yeah. Let me see if I can get him on the line there quickly. He's on a lot of groups, guys, so hopefully answers. Yeah, Prodigy guys, I've asked him now. He will know exactly. So we'll have. Okay, Chad might get a trade here before we start wrapping up here. There we go. Nice pullback. Tiny little bottom wick, and you know the drill. So get ready here. And that is if we close above here, we need to close up there. Tiny little bottom wick break. Now we've got something to work with. So let's see. Let's see. Enjoy, yes sir. How are you doing? Carl, brew. But let's see. You know what they say about a blinde hoender. Chat, sorry, I'm just gonna carry the blankets. I'm gonna be here now. The blankets came. Chad, let's check here. Let's hear what Rolia is saying. Give me 1 second. Okay, nothing yet. So I asked him. He said about 15 minutes before it. So I will. Yeah, Chad, blankets have arrived. 50 kg per bag. Alrighty, Chad. There we go. That is the session. I'm gonna start wrapping up here. We need to build a set quickly for the Friday show. Please check it out, guys. Please set your reminders. We have what's the name on today? Miles, Mr. 10 Pip, and we've got Ed, Mr. 500 kg deadlift in today. Let me just get that link for you guys. And then straight after that, we have NFP, baby. It is going to be a big one. I think this is the first NFP in a while where I'm somewhat excited for it because it's got the same level of volatility as CPI. So don't underplay this NFP. This NFP is big, Chad. This will be the biggest NFP in, I want to say, the last 18 months. Okay. Last 18 months, this will be the biggest NFP. HJS versus Paul Jim this weekend. Biggest schoolboy game. Who's AJS? HJS. Where? HJS. Yeah, I'm wrapping it up now. Yeah. HJS. Sorry, man. Who's HJS? Oh, but why HJS? I thought it's Paul Boys High. PBH. Yeah, my good mate Gert van Wyk. He's an old Boys Eye. We also had a standard fixture against Boys Eye every single year. I think we played one of the best Paul Boys teams and one of the best Grey Bloom teams in maybe not history, but 2007 St. John's Festival. Crazy Paul Boys team, crazy Grey Bloom team. Yeah, we didn't have a bad team either, but we got cracked by Paul Boys. Right second half, falling away. I think that year they had about 5 SA schools play. No, 4, and then Grey Bloom that year, monster team. They had literally 16 Craven Week players. The one guy on the bench, the fullback, was also in the Craven Week team. Robert Ebertson, Sias Eberson, Kuni, what's the other guy? Ty Singer, the guy that plays for Japan now, Lapis Labuskaghni. Who else was there? The center fly-off that plays George. He plays for Griquas now. He played for the Cheetahs as well. I played with him. I played against him last year. But anyways, Chad, beautiful. See you at 12. Peace and love, baby. We will be there. I'm not going to take this trade now, Chad. It's way too late. I'm going to start prepping. If you want to take it, if you are like that and you have to trade, you feel like you have to trade, don't take it, okay? There's nothing for you there. Let's keep it moving. See you guys at 12. Peace and love, baby. Cheers. Let's keep it moving.
Because I never knew it was my imagination. I never wanted to say what I said. I just wanted an explanation. When I close my eyes before going into the universe, I think